Now we will be discussing about sampling of variables. In last lecture we had discussed about sampling of attributes. Now sampling of attributes depends upon whether it possesses that particular attribute or it do not possesses that attribute. Okay, wherein in case of variables it depends on quantitative measurements. Okay, in this case quantitative measurements are taken on the sampling units. For example, height, weight, expenditures, age, income, etc. Now in this case, each member of population provides a value of the variable and the aggregate of these values constitutes the frequency distribution of the population. For example, mean, standard deviation and so on. Significance for a single mean. Okay. Now suppose if x1, x2 till xn are the observations on the n sample units drawn at random from the normal population with mean mu and variance sigma square, then the sample mean x bar is asymptotically normal as n tends to infinity. Okay, even if the data is not normally distributed, if n is sufficiently large, it is asymptotically normal. And the standard normal variate corresponding to x bar is given as x bar minus mu upon standard error, that is sigma upon root n. Okay, it is asymptotically normal as n tends to infinity for sufficiently large n. Let's discuss this example. A stenographer claims that she can take dictation at the rate of 120 words per minute. Can we reject her claim on the basis of 100 trials in which she demonstrates a mean of 116 words with a standard deviation of 15 words? Okay, and we have to use 5% level of significance, that is 95% of confidence. Now what we are claiming here, that she can take a dictation at the rate of 120 words per minute. So our H0 in this case, okay, null hypothesis is nothing but mu is equals to 120. Okay, so what will be alternative hypothesis? Mu not equals to 120. It can either more than that or less than that. Okay, so basically we are using here two-tailed test, because mu can be either more than 120 or it can be less than 120. Okay, now what is given on the, okay, can we reject her claim on the basis of 100 trials? So she is taking 100, we are taking 100 trials, and mean, sample mean is given as 116, wherein standard deviation is given as 15. So n is 100, mean is 116, whereas standard deviation is given as 15. Okay, so let's find standard normal variate z, it is x bar minus mu upon standard error is sigma upon root n. So x bar is 116, mu is 120, sigma is 15 and root n, that is root of 100. So 116 minus 120 is minus 4 upon 15 by 10. Okay, so we can write this as minus 4 upon 1.5, and after division what we are going to get is minus 2.67. Now our z, okay, mod of z, if we take mod of z, it is going to be plus 2.67. Okay, or even we can keep as it is. Okay. Now we are checking it at the 5% level of significance, or we are taking 95% of confidence, level of confidence. And what is our acceptance region for 95% of confidence? It is from minus 1.96 to plus 1.96. Okay, wherein we are getting here 2.67, minus 2.67. So this is your acceptance region, but this value will fall in this region, right? So since z is equals to 2.67, which is greater than 1.96, okay, we have to reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, reject H naught, which implies that we are accepting H1. It means whatever she has claimed is wrong. Okay, so mu is not equals to 120. The rate, okay, dictation rate is not equals to 120 words per minute. This is what we have proved here. So we can say that the claim is not true. So whatever she has claimed, she can take dictation at the rate of 120 words per minute is not